Okay, so if you're looking to use AI in your day-to-day life, you've probably heard two names pop up more than any others, Claude and Gemini. But here's the thing most people get wrong. They are not the same. They're specialists. And knowing which one to use for the right job, well, that's the difference between AI feeling like a total pain and it feeling like actual magic. I mean, think about it this way. If you try to hammer a nail with a screwdriver, you're going to have a bad time. You'll probably decide that tools are useless. It's the same with AI. Pick the wrong one and you'll get frustrated and think this whole thing is just hype. But when you match the right AI to the right task, wow, it feels like you've unlocked a superpower. And today, we're going to figure out exactly how to do that.
And honestly, getting this right, just knowing when to reach for Claude versus when to fire up Gemini, that's probably the single most valuable AI skill you can develop for your work, for your life, for just about anything.
So look, if you take away just one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this slide right here. It's super simple. Do you need an AI to help you think or write something with care? That's Claude. Do you need an AI that connects to your digital life, watches videos, or knows what's happening right now? That's Gemini. Thinking versus connecting. That's the whole game. So let's dive into Claude first. It's made by a company called Anthropic. And what's interesting is that it was founded by people who really wanted to build a safer, a more thoughtful AI. And you can really feel that company DNA in everything the tool does. So where does Claude really come alive? It's in those tasks that need a bit of human-like nuance, a bit of judgment. You know, things like poring over a dense contract to find the tricky clauses, or drafting a really sensitive email where the tone is absolutely everything. You can even use it as a coach to talk you through a tough decision. Basically, if the job requires careful, considered thought, Claude is your go-to. All right, now let's flip the coin and talk about Gemini. This is Google's AI, and its superpower, its secret weapon, comes down to one massive game-changing advantage. It is plugged directly into the whole Google universe. And trust me, that connection is everything. It means Gemini can literally reach into your Gmail, pull things from your Google Docs, check your calendar, and even watch YouTube videos for you. It's not just some brain in a box, it's a true assistant that's integrated into your life. It can summarize that messy email chain you've been ignoring or plan out your week based on what's actually on your calendar. And that's something right now that no other AI can really touch. Okay, theory is great, but let's get real. The best way to actually get this difference is to see it in action. So let's run through a few real-world scenarios and you'll see how clear the choice becomes. All right, scenario 1. This one's all about emotion and careful communication. You've got to write a really tough email to your sister about a sensitive family issue. It's delicate, you have to get it right. Which AI are you turning to? This is a job for Claude, no question. The goal here isn't getting data or being fast. It's about nuance, about emotional intelligence. Claude really acts like a writing partner here, helping you think through the different ways to phrase something and consider how it might land. The final email it feels more human, more considered. Okay, next up, a super practical everyday question you need to know. What's on my calendar for next Tuesday, and can you pull up all the related documents from my Google Drive?
This one's a slam dunk for Gemini. I mean, it's not just the better tool for the job, it's the only tool that can do this. Because it's already plugged into your calendar and your Drive, it can spit out that answer in like 2 seconds. With Claude, you'd be stuck manually finding everything and pasting it in yourself. No contest.
Now for a tough one. You've got your hands on a dense, jargon-filled medical research paper. You need to understand the key findings, but you don't have a PhD. Which AI do you trust to break it down for you? And we're back to Claude. When it comes to deep reading and analysis of really complex stuff, it's pretty much considered the best in the business. It won't just give you a simple summary, it'll give you an honest, clear assessment of what the paper actually says, including any limitations or nuances. It's like having a research assistant in your pocket.
How about this? We've all been there. There's a 2-hour interview on YouTube that everyone's talking about. You need to know the main points, but you definitely do not have 2 hours to spare. What do you do?
This has to be Gemini, and the reason is dead simple. Claude can't watch videos. Full stop. Gemini, on the other hand, is built for this. It can process really long videos and give you back a clean, digestible summary, often with handy timestamps, so you can jump right to the good parts. Let's get a little more personal. You're wrestling with a big life decision. You know, changing careers, moving to a new city, that kind of thing. You really want a thinking partner, a sounding board, to help you talk it through, weigh all the pros and cons, and explore every angle. This right here, this is Claude's absolute sweet spot. It's amazing at holding the context of a long, winding conversation. But more than that, it's smart enough to gently push back on you when it thinks you're just rationalizing or avoiding the hard parts. It's an incredible partner for that kind of deep, reflective thinking. Okay, last one. A huge news story just broke, like, an hour ago. You need the latest, up-to-the-minute information. Who do you ask? Yep, you guessed it. It has to be Gemini. Because it's connected to live Google search, it knows what's happening right now. Claude's knowledge usually has a cutoff. It might be a few days or even weeks old. So for anything happening in real time, Gemini is your only reliable bet. It's the difference between today's news and last week's news. So you're starting to see the pattern, right? It's becoming crystal clear. It's not about which AI is better in some abstract way. It's about which one is the right tool for the job you have in front of you. So let's boil all this down into one super simple framework. And here it is. Your cheat sheet. This is the simple decision you make every time. Does my task require care, nuance, and thoughtful judgment? If yes, use Claude. Does it require speed, live information from the web, or integration with my other apps? If yes, use Gemini. It really is that straightforward. So to make this all stick, here's your homework. Sometime in the next week, I want you to think of 2 little tasks you could use AI for. Using that rule we just covered, assign one of them to Claude and assign the other one to Gemini. Seriously, the best way to really learn this is to just get your hands dirty and try it out. And hey, don't be afraid to break the rules and experiment. Even if a task seems perfect for Claude, throw it at Gemini just to see what happens. You might be really surprised by the result. The goal here is to start building that instinct for yourself. So give it a shot. I think you'll be amazed at what you can do.